Hello everybody. So today's video is about the So Easy stitch piercer, which I showed in a haul video months and months ago, and had a lot of requests to do a review, and here it is. So I've already opened the package, but I wanted to keep it, so I put it back in the package just to show you guys. So it's just like this, and it comes with a needle, which I've already put somewhere else. And yeah, basically the whole idea behind this thing is it's a way for you to add fancy little stitches to your cards and scrapbook pages, so you don't have to buy a whole machine or anything else. So this is about $8.99 US for this little package. I think the price might vary, but that seems to be about average, and it comes with just the straight stitch head, and then, like I said, the needle, which this is kind of a cool little thing, is this end opens up just like so, so you can store your needles. And what I'll point out to you is the needles that they make, the So Easy makes, they are not sharp at all, like they're completely blunt, so you're not going to stab yourself with them, which is kind of nice to have, because usually, especially with us card makers, we don't really need super sharp needles, and I can't tell you the amount of times I've stabbed myself with these things. There we go, back in focus. So yeah, my only drawback with the needles, they have a nice sized opening, which is really nice for the different flosses and whatnot, because the other needles I used to use just to add a little bit of sewing to my cards had, you know, more just regular sized openings, and it's so hard to get floss through. So these are really easy to get floss through, but I don't know if you'll be able to tell on here, but I've actually already bent this one just a little bit. So you can kind of see it there, but the needles are cheap. Like, I bought a second pack of needles just to have on hand, and this was like $2. So, because I do a little bit of sewing, it's usually just buttons that I sew on my card, which if you guys watch my videos regularly, you can see how I pierce the holes and then I thread embroidery floss or whatever to sew the cards on. So these are great for that, because usually the amount of times I'd, you know, thread it through and stab myself. So I love the needles. The actual tool itself, it's a great tool. I've been waiting so long to post a review, because for me personally, I haven't used it on any of my cards. It's just the style I think I don't care for as much. And also, I'll just show you guys how this works anyway. You just use cardstock. You need a mat. You can get the little So Easy mat, which I tried to get, but it keeps selling out. It's only like $8, and it'd probably be about the same size. This is just a foam mouse pad I got at Staples. But you need a foam sort of mat underneath, and then your cardstock. So this is just Stampin' Up! Cardstock. You could use a ruler, especially if you're doing like a straight edge. You'd probably want to use a ruler to keep your line straight, but all you do is you press it. Like, all these little ends are very, very sharp. There we go. Just like so. It's plastic, and the little tips are pretty sharp, but again, it's just plastic, and you just press it into the cardstock, and depending on the weight of the cardstock you're using, you might have to use more or less pressure. This is a heavyweight cardstock. This is Stampin' Up's cardstock, so this is 110 pound, I think, weight. So very heavyweight cardstock, so you've got to really press, and then it just goes along and punches holes in it. So and basically the reason why I don't use this very often is this is what I work in, is mostly very heavyweight cardstocks. So just trying to go through one piece of cardstock, you have to use quite a bit of pressure, and it'll leave marks. There's almost no way you can go through 2 layers of cardstock. If this was metal, you probably could, no problem. However, it's plastic. It has a hard time going through heavyweight cardstock. If you're using lighter weight cardstock and pattern papers and whatnot, especially pattern paper, this will go through no problem. But anyway, so once you get the holes pierced where you want them, you want to get your needle and then whatever floss you want to use. So all their little, the So Easy floss is sold in little packages like that with 3 different colors. All the solid colors are only like $2. I have it written down here. Yeah. Solid colors are $2. So all of these different packs, and I got a whole bunch of different like colors and whatnot, are only $2. And then they have other kinds, like They have, I'll put a link to everything on the All That Scrap site, because that's where I got mine, so you can see it. But they have like the baker's twine, so like the stripe kind. The baker's twine is $4 for a pack like this. There's glitter floss, which I thought was cool. It's $5. So then you just take your needle. So yeah, sorry, I've been jumping around with this review. I'm just going to one thing after another. It's just one of those days. So yeah, you get the floss through the needle, and then you would just sew it in place. So just like so. It can be up to you. You can choose to do like every other one, or go back and do every single line. You know, it's totally up to you what you decide to do with it. So it's a little time consuming depending on how much of it you're going to do on a card, which for me is again another reason why I haven't been using it. It just doesn't appeal to me. I try and, yeah. So it does give a cute little, kind of a vintagey country look in my opinion. I don't know. But yeah, it's a cute little tool, and price-wise, it's great. Like, again, the tool itself is $8.99. You can get extra heads, like the decorative. There's all kinds of like decorative stitching, and I just saw like there's banners and even little letters, all different kinds of things. And they're only $3 to $4 for different ones. And they just, holding it like this, you turn it that way, and then just kind of wiggle it out. There we go. So that way you can switch up any of the heads to a decorative stitch or whatever you want to do, and then just get it back in. You put it in at an angle, and then you twist it, and that's all there is to it. So depending on your card making preference or what you like to do, it is a great little tool. For me personally, I'm just not a huge fan of it. I do love the floss though, like this embroidery thread. I don't know, I just find it's really soft. I like their color selection, and the price is great. I want to get some of their baker's twines and the glitter ones and that, so I think that's really cool. I don't know if I'm ever even going to actually use this on a card, because it's already been a few months and I just haven't. But what I might do is I might give this to my oldest daughter, because she's going on 9 and loves to paint and craft and whatnot. And I think she would just love this, and it'd be great for kids, because yeah, the whole thing's plastic, the needles aren't sharp. I'm sure if I just showed her how to use it, she would just be sewing up all kinds of pieces of paper. So it is a great little tool, and the price point's great. It was totally, I don't regret getting it and trying it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!